Shalom, everyone. Listen, there's one thing I want to remind you. This is something very important. And this is something that many people, including many believers, are still ignorant about. And I repeat this often throughout my videos. You see, the first year of this YouTube channel, I often exposed the occult. Then I moved on, beginning to motivate people and to continue in the word, and I began to explain why the Lord wants us to agree with it. So, listen, I haven't made much YouTube videos lately because, to be real, I'm a bit occupied now. There are changes happening in my life, and so I don't have the time to make a lot of YouTube videos. But when got the time and when the Lord inspires me, I make a video. So look, if you've sent a message or you made a comment asking a question and I haven't noticed it yet, I'm not ignoring you. Okay? It can take a while before I answer, but I'm I'm going to answer you. But it may take a while, so have patience. Meanwhile, read scripture for yourself, and if you look through my videos, maybe I've made a video about it in the past. I have around 1,500 videos already, so I don't remember all the videos I've made, but I do know the theme I used during my videos. Okay, what I want you to remember, and I emphasize this so often: be careful what you agree with. Let me repeat it again. Let me repeat it again. I've said it often in my older videos with different words. Then lately I've said it in, in plain words, and I'm going to repeat it. Be careful what you agree with. Most people don't understand the power of agreement. Most people understand the implications of agreement, but they don't understand how deep and far it goes. Let me give you an illustration, okay? Let's say you have a group of people that hate. I'm taking a Dutch context now, okay? In the Netherlands, you have people that hate Moroccans. Or let me say they hate Muslims in general. Why? A few Muslims did them dirty, and they noticed that a lot of Muslims have a different culture than theirs, so they hate them. It's the easiest thing for them to do, to hate. And now you hear the murmuring accusation concerning Muslims. And then lately, you do encounter indeed some Muslims that act contrary to your interests, so you become annoyed. So now you agree with those people that are against Muslims about certain facts concerning Muslims. Okay, if those Muslims you've encountered did misbehave, they misbehaved. But you cannot say all Muslims are like that. You understand what I'm saying here? But why am I using this example? Because look, if in this case you have a group of people, okay, you can replace the indigenous Dutch with blacks, and you can replace the Muslims with whites. You can replace the labels. The illustration remains the same. You have a group of people that operate an accusation concerning another group or concerning a victim, and now you also encounter something unpleasant concerning the target, and now to preserve your self-interest, you agree with what they were saying about the victim. It can be that that what they are saying about the victim is factual. Nevertheless, it's an accusation. So the moment you agree with those people against the victim, you have just agreed with a curse upon yourself, and you've agreed with those evil spirits that are attached to those people. Let me give you another illustration to illustrate this to you. You have, for example, a guy. For some, this happens during school also. You have a boy in school, or let's say a girl in school, that's a bit antisocial, and the teachers begin to talk bad about her. Nobody likes her. The thing is, that girl has abusive parents at home, but nobody cares about abusive parents. Only care about receiving a pleasant treatment from her all the time. And let's say now you agree with those other people that she is indeed a very antisocial girl and she is unpleasant. And the reason I'm saying this is because that's also a way how demons try to get a hold of you. They demons use an individual that has open doors, and that individual acts in a way that's annoying or hurtful. Then those demons have other people that they work through who come by you and they talk bad about the individual that did you wrong. And you agree with them because you also want to recognize your pain. But hold on a minute, that other individual that did you wrong, he or she may be a victim also that's acting out. But you are only interested in how what you receive and how you feel. So now you agree with a bad judgment because you don't like that individual. And you think, well, I can get away with it because it's my life, it's my privacy. I decide it is how I feel, I have a right, blah, blah, blah. You hold on to all those fake entitlements the world taught you. Nevertheless, you've agreed evil upon someone just because they're not in line with your expectations or with your interest. That's what we often do, folks. Also, many believers. Listen, there is a thin line, a thin boundary between talking about someone and murmuring about someone. Most people, I've realized, they don't understand that boundary. So you can talk about someone, you can analyze someone, and analyze the circumstances. There's nothing wrong with that. But the moment it becomes compulsory, and you only do it for the sake of doing it, and you're only doing it just to please other people, or without any regard for the consequences concerning the individual you're talking about, the moment you, or it can also be this way that you only talk pleasant about someone just because you're afraid that others may attack you or do something to you because others don't want to hear any bad news concerning someone. That's also a form of murmuring because now we're using empty words to praise someone just for the sake of keeping others happy. That's also a form of murmuring. Listen, the moment it turns into murmuring, it has become accusation. And accusation will always lead to assassination of some kind. So I'm not saying that you have to become you have to close yourself off from everyone, that you cannot get involved with conversations with other people. Believers are not antisocial. We are social beings and we do engage in conversations concerning other people and about other people. That's not gossiping, there's nothing wrong. Okay? Just be careful that you don't participate with the unfruitful works of darkness. Because listen, I'm going to repeat it, when you agree with something that's not in line with scripture, you are opening yourself up for evil spirits to attach themselves to you. And once evil spirits are attached to you, of course they're evil spirits, right? So they're evil, and their dissatisfaction will also be attached to you, become attached to you. And they will, with that, you will also have a negative climate haunting you. You will also have dangerous people coming after you. You will have accidents and all kinds of mess following you also. Look, as a believer, you will endure tribulation and persecution through this lifetime. Not because of something you are doing or not doing, but because people are against Christ. So you will have trouble enough to face because you are following Christ. Don't add salt to the injury by also agreeing with affliction. There's another thing, another mention this, but I'll be talking about that in another video. In this video, I wanted to make clear unto you, be careful what you agree with, and this in the context of labeling other people. Look, if someone is dangerous, they are dangerous. If someone has tendencies to steal, they have tendencies to steal. See, I'm not telling you to deny facts, okay? I'm not telling you to, um, let me say, to live in a fantasy world where you sugarcoat everything. I'm just telling you, when you're talking with people about other people, make sure that their mindset and their motives are right. And there's another thing. Only speaking things people want to hear is also adding to unfruitful works of darkness. Because if you only talk and say things that people want to hear, you are basically approving their wickedness and you're advancing their wickedness by feeding their wickedness. They're the ones living in an illusion that they only want to hear what they want to hear, as if the whole universe, as if the whole existence of heaven and earth revolves around them, and now they become angry and they attack when they encounter the contrary. And now you, because you don't want to be attacked or you don't want something to happen to you, you give in to what they want. Listen, if one of your parents is this way, or if your parents are this way, or your boss, and you cannot leave immediately because in the circumstance you are dependent for now upon them, okay, the best thing to do then is just avoid those people as much as possible. Do not entertain their do not entertain their darkness. Just prevent them from acting out. They're the ones holding on to darkness, and they're the ones choosing to become dangerous by becoming a threat to other people. So don't appease them, because the more you appease them, the more they're going to demand appeasement of you. It's never enough for them. That being said, may the grace of Christ Jesus be with you. Shalom.